Hey, JaQuan Gamble here. So let me ask you a quick question. Are you tired of feeling like you can't figure out how to not overpay the government all of your profits every year? I'm talking about the multiple five-figure dollar amounts you keep investing in taxes every year with no clear plan on how to reduce or eliminate it without triggering an audit. Well, in this short video, I'm going to show you how business owners with annual revenues of $250,000 or more can reduce their tax bill and build long-term wealth without raising any red flags with the IRS. I'll show you what 99% of successful business owners who try to figure this out on their own are doing completely wrong. And this causes them to pay excess fines and penalties that actually can be avoided. I'll show you exactly what to do instead with my 3-step no tax formula that anyone can use, even if you're not a tax expert and you don't have much time on your hands. So since you're here on this page, it means that you're likely frustrated with overpaying in taxes every year. You hate the idea of trying to figure out the tax game on your own, and you dread tax filing season because you already know that the outcome equals more tax payments. You're overwhelmed by the excess advice shared online by tax professionals, but you are also unsure on where to start or who to believe. You're feeling uncertain about your ability to plan for taxes and manage your business finances for long-term wealth creation. Maybe you've tried using QuickBooks. Maybe you've tried online strategies given by the professionals. Perhaps you've even tried working with an accountant one-on-one, only to be left with more expenses and no results. You're left feeling worried about whether you can actually pay $0 in taxes like the 1%. You just want to be someone who's strategic in reducing your tax bill legally without raising red flags with the IRS. You want to manage your business finances well enough to create and preserve wealth. You want to feel confident that when you prepare to file your taxes every year, there are no surprises. Ultimately, you're desperate for a tax reduction strategy that actually works and won't take a bunch of skill or time. You want a tax reduction implementation plan that complements your specific financial goals instead of hindering them. Imagine if you could pay only $0 in taxes every year and have massive financial control, just like the wealthy. And imagine being confident that if the IRS wants to perform an audit, your business is fully equipped to win. And imagine if you could do all of this without sacrificing your time or integrity, without the complicated formulas that require you to be a financial genius, and without doing it all by yourself. So you can finally live tax-free, enjoy the fruit of your labor, and never stress out about money or taxes for the rest of your life. So if you're a business owner who resonates with any of that, I know exactly how you feel. So many of our high-earning clients share the exact same sentiments. I actually remember when my close friend Miguel came to my office a few years ago. He had received a bill in the mail from Uncle Sam, and the amount was about $21,000. He was unsure of what to do, so it left him up all night trying to figure out what his next move was going to be. I remember telling me that he had been going to an accountant, but he hadn't done much to help him throughout the year. So when tax season came, he knew he was going to owe thousands of dollars more than what he already paid. He told me he had lost so much sleep because although he used QuickBooks, he had tax write-offs and worked with great accountants, nothing was working. He was afraid to keep making money and ascending the financial ladder. He even considered just budgeting for taxes and paying the maximum amount and not actually making a strategic plan that could work to lower his taxes throughout the year. He thought there are no more options for me, which was completely false. He was even convinced that the notorious B.I.G. was actually right, more money, more problems, which turned out to be wrong as well. He knew that he needed more than tax preparation from a regular accountant. That is when he reached out to me and asked if my company could help him. Understand this, that the difference between our firm and a typical accounting and tax firm is the fact that we are proactive tax planners. This means that we don't wait until tax season to give you strategy. You receive ongoing strategies and support throughout the entire year. So immediately, I knew that we could help him because he fit our criteria, and we knew there were strategies he wasn't implementing. So we put his his company through the no tax formula. We built him out a tax plan that would save him $75,000 the next year. And we made sure that his business was audit proofed. And he was able to grow his business the following year by 20%. And now he's using the strategies we've implemented to purchase more real estate and finally live tax free. And his success can ultimately be boiled down to a 3-step process that I call, or that we call, the no tax formula. Here's step 1, an internal financial audit. This is the most crucial step in the process. So instead of guessing to see what is going on in your business and your personal finances, we review in detail the entire financial picture, from previous year's tax returns to business entity structures to investments to insurances, to identify all the various parts of the financial world. This is also the step where we help you identify your financial goals so we can incorporate your long-term wealth plan within your tax plan. Please remember this. Tax planning is wealth planning because taxes don't stop when retirement begins. We even review your financial statements to figure out where the money is coming and where it is going. We do not want to miss out on any opportunities there are to save money. So if you haven't already guessed, it's much easier to create a plan for someone if you know the past decisions and the desired future outcomes, as opposed to guessing what you need and building the plan off of assumption. If that sounds appealing to you, then you're going to love using this simple 3-step strategy. I remember a guy named Doug. This is Doug. He came to me. He's a real estate entrepreneur. He received a tax bill of about $51,000, and they threatened to put liens on his properties. He followed our 3-step formula, and then that year we were able to save him $40,000, and then create a plan that would save him an additional $150,000 in the following year. That sounds great, right? Now, in step 2, this is the part where we actually build out your customized tax plan. Keyword, customized. Not only is tax planning complex if you're not a professional, if you're not careful, you will miss out on the biggest saving opportunities for your industry. It's important to realize that 93% of business owners overpay in taxes every year and have a greater audit risk. But when we build your customized tax plan, we use the tax code to make sure that you are positioned to be tax-free and audit ready, which means that you will have much more financial organization and control. And the tax preparation process will be much easier with far less anxiety. And you'll be able to succeed at what you're best at, which is running your organization, which ultimately results in more productive and an enjoyable life with far less worry. I remember JaQuan came to me. He's the owner of a construction company that brings in about $500K every year. He struggled with budgeting for taxes and owed a back tax about $42K before using my 3-step formula. When we got done with him, we were able to reduce his annual taxes by 90%, restructure his business, and position he and his wife to purchase real estate. Now, that is one of the many testimonies that we have as well. Now, here's the last and final step. We implement the tax plan. If you're anything like most of the clients that we work with, you hate the idea of trying to figure out taxes during tax season. We realized with this strategy that because we take a proactive approach to tax, unlike most accountants, and because most clients don't have much time on their hands, we could implement their personalized tax plan with them throughout the year so they don't have to worry about trying to figure it out on their own. This means that you don't have to figure it out on your own, and you have continual support from our experts. Not only did this result in a much lower tax liability every year, it also resulted in much more confidence for the client that their finances would continuously be taken care of. They became far less frustrated about overpaying Uncle Sam, and neither of us were worried about an audit because we have only used the IRS code to our advantage. Now, if you like what we've explained here, you're probably wondering, but how do I actually implement the implementation? These 3 steps, and will they work for my specific business? And so my answer is, you have 2 options. Do it yourself or you can work with an expert that can walk you through the process. With that said, we only work with a very specific group of business owners. This is only for the business owners who are ready to take their business finances to the next level. People who are ready to be like the top 1% and pay next to nothing in taxes. This is for business owners who are already in business with a proven product or service, are generating at least $20K per month, feel like they are overpaying or are going to overpay the IRS, don't have a good tax plan for their business, and they desire to grow their wealth throughout time. But the good news is, if that's you, you're actually seeing this at a very opportune moment. I have some availability on my calendar for the next couple of days, and I want to give you a chance to book a call directly with me. And on this call, I'll share with you, or someone on my team will share with you how this process works and how we do it. But more importantly, we'll talk about your specific business, and I'll show you or help you to determine if this 3-step process is a good fit for you to help you reduce or eliminate your tax bill and audit-proof your business. We'll talk through the implementation steps and what that would look like for your company. And if it does look like we're a good fit, I may let you in on one of our tax programs and how it works and what's involved. And if it doesn't look like it's a good fit with what you're doing, I'll let you know that as well. Regardless, you'll get a ton of value and clarity on this call for how to move forward in your own business. So I look forward to speaking with you and getting to know you and your business, and we'll see if becoming a client is the right next step for you. So here's what you need to do right now. There should be a button on this page below the video. Go ahead and click on that. And this video is only going to be available while there are spaces available. And there's a good chance my calendar will be booked up before the end of the day today. So don't put this off. You've been struggling to lower your tax bill legally and ethically, perhaps even months or years, like I and my clients have. But you've got to do something different, because what you've been doing clearly isn't working. You can't go back to trying to figure out the tax code on your own. And you certainly can't go back to accountants and tax professionals who don't specialize in tax strategy. Your transformation starts with this one simple phone call. And I and our team of financial experts will show you exactly what to do. And I'll even give you an opportunity perhaps for us to work with you to implement this, so you can finally live tax-free and stress-free. So click the button on this page below. Do not miss the opportunity. And I hope that this has been insightful and helpful for you. And I hope you're excited about finally going in the right direction with your finances. And I can't wait to speak to you very, 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 very soon.